You were born on Irving Street?
In San Fernando.
What year?
1930.
1930. Oh, you're almost a relic.
I am 81 years old. I am 81 years
1930.
old. No, I'm 81 years
today,
young.
You're 81 years and today is
Young.
December 18th, Sunday, 2001.
So
tell me something. Your father, how could his family afford to educate him as a doctor?
Well, that is something Mr. Leland has helped. I don't know if he paid anything, but he helped him to go to
Which
London.
Leland? You mean Edwin Leland's father?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They
he
knew
had
each
a lot
other?
of money, huh?
They knew each other, Edwin Leland's father, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
I don't know if he paid money, but he helped him to
Yes,
go to
yes,
London.
yes, yes, yes. Well, he was obviously fairly well off because he minted money.
Yeah. He was very well off.
When I met my Uncle Kingsley Leland, he told me it wasn't just money made by itself. He went to some mint in Wales or England, and the official British mint made the money, the Leland money.
Really?
So then, when you grew up, were you born in that house on Shacken Street?
No, and oh shucks, I forget, not Shacken Street, I forget the name.
Okay, so you were in a smaller house before?
What I remember was living in Harris Promenade, but I was born in 1930. I think it's Irving Street. The house that I was born in.
Oh, you were born in a house like in those days.
Demolished, it's no longer.
So then, like your father, I guess he saved up money and did he build Shacken Street or he bought it used?
No, I can't remember. Maybe he built it. I can't remember, but he might have built it.
I also was his last grandchild that he knew.
You didn't know Gordon?
No, Gordon was not born yet, I think, but I vaguely remember him. Because he passed away first.
Yeah.
And then my Grandpa Lee passed away second. But you know, I want to tell you a story, it was so true. I was at the funeral at your father's grave. I burnt down half his grave.
Why?
Well, I'm a little child, I'm playing, and there's flowers all over his grave, dried flowers.
At the funeral?
At the funeral, and my foot knocked down a candle.
Oh, that's an accident.
And then the whole grave started to go up in fire. But luckily there were many people there, and they couldn't put it out. Then somebody decided to make a fire break and sweep the flowers away, and that's what saved the grave from fully being engraved.
That was an accident?
I was so frightened that I did something wrong, but people are grieving, so they have no anger in them, and it was okay. But I always remember burning down your father's grave at the funeral. I should write that down too, huh?
You should. You should write about. Bobby tells me I should write every day.
I'm recording it now.
I'll
make this into a movie. So, my goodness. So, you remember once you told me a story, you had little gold bracelets, you and somebody else, and this man in the street, you just wanted some fruit. You couldn't reach it?
Yeah.
So,
Jean Ritchie was my friend.
Oh, and then
she was with me. And he stole her bracelet too.
In exchange for pulling down the fruit? A gold bracelet or silver, right?
Cherries.
Yeah, he didn't steal it. You were little girls, you agreed to exchange the bracelet for the cherries.
He took it off.
But yes, it was theft. But you remember that all the way down to your childhood? Oh my goodness. You're not too cuckoo, you know, you remember things.
No, it's my short-term memories.
Yeah. Well, you prove a point.
From years ago,
you prove a point, yeah.
And Jean Ritchie used to live opposite us. We were here, and then there's a space of land, and they were there, and then the Catholic Church was there.
Yes.
Ritchie. I think it's 2 daughters, that's all they had in the family.
Yes.
Jean and Kathleen, and then Mr. and Mrs. Ritchie, and then they had Annette. Was their aunt.
How much older is Auntie Joan than you? She much older?
Wait. I was born in 1930.
More or less.
I think she was born in 1922, I think, which was about 8 years.
Oh,
because
and then who's
after is George and Pat.
Oh, so
and then
Joan, then George, then
George,
Pat.
and then Pat, and then me.
And then Anne, and then Rosie.
No, Mary. She died when
Mary is after you?
12 years, yes.
12 or 14?
She's 12 years when she died.
What was Mary like as a child?
I don't know.
You used to play with her, right?
I guess so. I don't really remember.
Oh, but how old were you? You must have been a teenager. Because Mary came after you, right?
Yes. She died at 12 years old.
Yeah, I guess it's very vague. She had
She must
goiter,
have
right?
been born in 1937.
She had goiter, right?
Huh?
She had goiter?
Yes, she had an operation.
You know, but that operation is standard today. So
You had one.
I know, and my surgeon said I was very difficult. My tumor is very large.
Wow.
But he was one of the best surgeons around. You know, the risk is if he cut my vocal cords, I would not talk again properly. Or if he cut something on a major vessel, you know, then he said I may not have survived the operation. But I did. He did a good job. So I came close.
It was Joan, George, Pat, Ave, Mary, Anne, and Rosemary. 7 children.
Wow. So you remember when Errol Barrow used to come and visit and cook on the weekends?
Not really. Vaguely, but not really.
Oh, because you wrote the cookbook. At least you remember
Yeah.
writing the cookbook. And I
put the, in, what you call it?
Oh.
It is mine.
You know, I'm recording, right, because of the family story. Can I take this opportunity that if we don't get to write in the letter about the copyrights of the cookbook, I requested and you agreed that you could transfer it to me?
Sure.
Okay, end of that, because the rest of this is just family talk. The cookbook privilege. Cooking for men only and women who care.
And I never knew if it's women who care for the men or for cooking.
Oh.
I want to write another cookbook. Creative cooking.
Really?
Yeah, you know,
And
Noreen downstairs is a very good cook. She makes up her
Oh,
own
really?
recipes.
We should get together.
Oh, shucks.
But you know something? You remember the name I suggest? Underprivileged. Cooking for women only and men who care.
I was going to call the cookbook Creative Cooking. But I need some help. Joe, my friend, was going to help me, but he's too busy. And I need somebody, not to do anything, but to you know, to help me.
Yes. So.
Maybe I'll still do it. I'll call it Creative Cooking.
Yes.
The art of creative cooking. Because Noreen is a very good cook. But she makes up her own recipes and her own seasonings.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm sorry, I was going to ask her to cook something and give you, but she's not here. She doesn't work on weekends. Maybe when you come back, you know.
Yeah, maybe when I come back.
I'll do it.
So I might have to extend my stay.
Where?
When I come back. 'Cause
Here?
it's too short.
I wish you would stay here, Terry. There's
Well,
always...
hold on. I might come back and stay with you with Lisa.
Sure.
Talking about that, let me call Lisa and see if I can put her on the phone and talk to you.
I would love that. Listen.
Yes, ma'am.
Lisa and I could stay and you could stay in the bedroom.
You're hugging my daughter?
No.
Yes.
I thought, I'm thinking of her. Her mother wouldn't want her to sleep here.
Yes, that's right.
So you could stay in the bedroom. And
her mother doesn't want to sleep with any men in the same room.
You and you can stay in the bedroom and she can stay out here. She'd stay and I'd stay here.
She really loves you, you know.
I love that child. The people downstairs always ask me about her. She's amazing.
You know, she bullies me to treat you well. She comes in between and she is like no nonsense, you know, and I have to back off. She truly loves you, you know.
I like her a whole lot. She's like my granddaughter.
Yeah, she is.
She is.
In her heart and in everything else.
Of course. She's amazing. She's very intelligent. And then her running skills, she has a lot of skills.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know anybody like that.
I don't know.
Younger or
I
older.
still think her performance is better than any one of my own family who's done excellent in life.
Of course.
I mean, nobody is like a world champion, you know, holding Disney.
I agree with you.
You know, and she's matched them academically.
She's way above.
She's got a scholarship too, just like the family.
She's way above.
But I think she's got her own mind, her own heart.
Of course.
But she's got a lot of parallels with Uncle Carl. She makes people happy and makes them feel good as a doctor.
Oh dear.
So, but anyway, she's
I really
happy.
should write.
Yeah. Anyway, let me end this recording and try and call her on the phone.